Hi everyone. In today's lesson, we're gonna be talking about database models and the admin panel. So, database, right? What is a database for a web application? Database contains information organized so that it can be used readily and flexibly. Database design, plays a key role in the operation of your website and provides you with information regarding transactions, data integrity and security issues. With the help of a database, you can store data safely and can access the data that is stored in the database and also set up authentications on who is allowed to get access to the data, right? So when we create a website, it is important that in order for us to get details of the user, right, or like details of transactions, right? So we need something that's gonna contain all that information, right? So a database is sort of like help us store that information, right, in a very organized manner, right? So that maybe if we will need to analyze that information in the future, it's going to be easy to read, to trace trends, all that type of stuff. So we have what is SQL. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. SQL lets you access and manipulate databases. So SQL is a programming language actually. It has certain functionalities that will enable us, to manipulate data, especially into our views, right? Like for example, we will be able to identify how many orders a certain customer has made. So with data querying, right, this is going to help us, to do things like that, statistics. So let's move on. Content. Django officially supports 5 database management systems, which are PostgreSQL. So in our series in the future, you will see that we are going to use this one, PostgreSQL, right? MariaDB, MySQL, Oracle, and SQLite, right? So as you can see, the product table has never mind about this, the ID column, right? Django is gonna create that for us, right? So we have how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 columns, right? So I'm gonna show you. You will see. So how do we create the table? Through models, to be put into the database. We're gonna say, you see, like the models is already, like we have already imported this module, right? So we're gonna come here and say class, and then we're gonna name our table. The name of our table is products. Let me say products, and then we're gonna say models dot model, right? And then we go down, and then let's go check. The first column is name. So you should write with lower cases so that you don't have to press the caps lock all the time, So as you can see, name, what is the data type is gonna take? It's gonna take in characters, right? So you will say models dot char field, right? So char field is for characters. Then inside we're gonna mention the maximum length of of characters. It's gonna take in like the maximum length. Let's say you can put any number there, but it has to make sense, you know that names, they don't go over, for example, 50, so what else can we put? We're gonna put like null is what is true. What does that mean? That means if it happens that we don't put a name there, we can go ahead and show that this row, right? So like now we move to the second column, which is price. So what are we gonna do here? We're gonna say price is equals to, so we know that price is gonna take a float, not an integer. If it was only gonna take like whole numbers, but in this case it's gonna take like, maybe we could say 25 rand, 99, something like that. Then it's gonna take in it's gonna take in float field. We go here, we go max, same thing, max length. Actually I should have copied it, but null true. Then we go to category. So category, so we have to go here. Let me just paste it here. So as you can see, we will have to choose between categories, 2 categories, which is indoor and outdoor. So how do we do that here? So I'm gonna show you. You can go there to the top, and then we have like, we can write it in capital letters, category is equals to, and then we will have a tuple of tuples, right? This is what we call a tuple. It's not a list, it's a tuple. So we're gonna put these, it's only two, right? So here we're gonna say it's outdoor. Let's start with indoor. And then we're gonna copy this one here, copy, and put another one here. And then we also have what we call outdoor. So these are the categories. So let me copy this. So I'm gonna put here outdoor. So yes, these are you need to make sure that they are the same, right? Otherwise I guess it won't work. So we have category here, and then you have to put in another predicate there, which is choices, and then we'll link it to that variable at the top there. Then what else? We have a description. Description is a character field. So we'll just paste this one here and rename it. Now remember, you have to use description. Oh shit, description. Oh sorry, I'm having problem with spelling right there. So it's the description. It happens to everyone. It's not like otherwise. So we also have to mention date. Actually, it's date created. When was our product created? And then we have to mention here models dot the date field, right? So it's date, actually it's date time field. We need the date and the time the product was created. And then we have auto now add. I'm gonna set this one to true. We don't have to manually put in the date and time. And then we have to do the now true. We have to put that thing in every one of them, because we might not be able to migrate if we're not doing so. And then we go here, we go like class. Now we're creating for customer. It's the same thing. It's models dot model. So for the customer table, let me go here. We have name, we have phone, they are all characters except the date there. So I'm just gonna copy. Let me just copy this one. Copy. Then I'm gonna paste here. Paste. And then we have the last one, which is like this one. Copy. And then I'm gonna paste here. So the first one, it's name, which is right. And the second one, it's phone. And then we have email. And we have date created. Yeah, I think that's all. They are all set to now. We also have another table which we will call order. Last table, order. Same procedure, models. Actually, I should have copied it, instead of like typing it. I think it's convenient when and it's quick when you're like. So we have customer, we have product, we have date created, so here we want to create status, right? And then we have 3 statuses. So we will have 3 statuses. We have the first one there. Remember, this is a tuple of tuples, right? So we'll have, actually it's pending. And then you'll have to copy this one, paste. Also have, it's pending. We also have delivered. It's delivered. And then the last one, it's out for delivery. So it's out for delivery. Let me just copy this one. Now let me type it, See, now it's not. It's out for delivery. So these are our 3 statuses. So let's go down. I think I'll have to copy the date also. Let me just copy these 2 here. I'm gonna say copy, and then we go down, I paste this one here, and then we're gonna let me check. We have customer. Okay, for now let's leave customer and product. Let's go to date created, right? That's the status, right? So the others, for now, let us not talk about them. We'll talk about them to the next tutorial session, right? So the variable here is gonna be status. So now I think we are done. So since we are done, we have created, we're gonna create 3 tables: products, and then the column names. We have name, we have column for name, we have price, we have category, we have right, and then also for customer is the same story, and for order, right? So what we're gonna do next, let's go to our terminal, Control C, and then what we're gonna do here, we're gonna migrate. Now we migrate. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Since the first thing we have to run here is not migrate, actually you have to run this command, make migrations, right? So it's gonna create these 3, and then that's when we're gonna migrate, after we have made the migrations. And then let me check. If you go to this is our app. Let me check models. Anyway, never mind. So what we can do now, we can run the server. No, before we have to go to admin, and then we need to mention there from the current directory, models, import products. We're going to import those models we created in models.py, import customer, and so you have to write this so that they show up. Let me show you. So we go here, we go to the admin panel, admin. As you can see, we have done migrations, but they don't show here. We created those tables, they are supposed to show up here. So how do you make them show up? Come here, you be like admin dot reg or the dot site dot register, right? Then within that register, you're gonna put in products, and then you're gonna copy this. You're also gonna do the same thing for customer and for order. So I'm gonna copy these, as you can see. Now let's go to our admin panel and refresh. As you can see, these are our tables, right? I think I've done something wrong there. You see, like spelling error. There is spelling error. It's not a spelling error actually. I should rename my table. So I'm gonna show you something. If you make a change, you see, now I'm gonna make a change here. I'm gonna say it's product actually. let me check first if I say it's product. The server is not running. You see, after you have made a change here in like modals, or you have changed, maybe you have deleted one column here, one thing you need to do, you have to make migrations again and then migrate. Right after you've made a change, you make migrations and then migrate. Let me go fix that here. So I have to fix this one here because I've changed its name, that's why it's giving me an error. So let me migrate. Let me check, make migrations. Yes, it was named. So now I migrate. Now after I make migrations, I migrate, and then let me run the server. I run the server, and then I go here, I refresh, and then we see now it's actually Django puts this as, right? So you should make sure that when you name your products, you put them in singular form, right? As you can see, we have products, 0 product, we can add a product name, and then we have like options here. No, not so here is the price, right? Let me see. So as you can see, our price can be in decimal forms because it's a float field here. Then here you have options. You remember that tuple, you have to create a tuple, this one, right, for you to be able to have like options like this, right? Then you have a description. So that's how we run migrations. That's how we create a database in Django. So yeah, this is, I think this is the end of this section, this lesson. So I'll see you into the next one.